Hey guys, and welcome back to Cake or Sprinkles, and welcome back to Storyline Sunday. So, today we are reading chapter 12, which is going to be a real cliffhanger if I do say so myself. But you know what, I wrote the book, so it shouldn't be my opinion. But guys, if you enjoy this, then please leave a comment down below saying that you did, then like, then subscribe, because that's the order you do it on this channel. And let's get into this. Chapter 12, Freedom. Herobrine, for the last time, leave me alone. I am of little use to you. Toothless was roaring louder than her partner in consciousness ever had. You're right, but that means you are smart. Ergo, you prove yourself wrong, Herobrine retorted. And your begging means nothing to me. Your fire gem is the key to me becoming a regular player again, and I need your friends out of the way, and the only way to do that is with you, because they won't fight you. Or at least that cake boy won't. So just get a new Dragonstone. It's easy, and I could just call Jean right here, right now, and we can live in peace and solitude. Don't you get it? I need your fire gem, Dragonstone, whatever you want to call it, to be a normal player, Herobrine answered. You know what? I'm done with this. Fly me beneath the world, but first free me for a few minutes. What do you think I am, stupid? You would just go to warn your friends about me. Herobrine was outraged. Let me finish, Toothless roared. I want to write a parting note for my friends, and if you want, you can watch me write it. No! You are done when I say you are done. You will give up your fire gem, and I will eliminate your friends before you do so, Herobrine commanded. Now you will go to the overworld and kill your friends this time. Fine, but I would like a final word before I do so. With you, Toothless demanded. What? Herobrine asked, rage. If I were to give up my Dragonstone right here, right now, would you spare my friends? Toothless asked hopingly. Herobrine gave this serious thought before answering. There is a small chance, but if I spare your friends, then they'll find a way to capture it and return it to you. Then let me talk to them for a few minutes so they know I know what I'm doing. Alright, but I feel I am almost definitely going to regret this, Herobrine lied. Herobrine gently loosened his grip on Jean and Toothless so they could move around freely, but Herobrine could alter anything he didn't like. Toothless was glad to be free, so she swooped through the portal back to the overworld. She reached out to Jean and asked if she could guide Toothless to her friends, and ended up flying over Cupcake's house in a matter of seconds. The group glanced over their shoulders and was shocked by a surprising sight. Toothless? Is that you? Ice Cream shouted, astounded. Yes it is, Toothless shouted joyfully as she hit the ground running. She didn't reach her destination, though. Herobrine tightened his grip on Jean, which got Toothless again, too. How did you escape? Ice Cream asked, mesmerized. He had noticed Toothless' eyes were mostly back to the normal shade of purple. I didn't. I just convinced him to let me talk to you for a few minutes. Except that she was starting to feel the jerk she got back in the nether. Her eyes started turning white again, and she went airborne immediately. Herobrine, what is it now? Toothless asked, exasperated out of her mind. I can't take chances. Your friends must be eliminated before they can learn how to eliminate me, Herobrine explained. If you can see inside my head, I am not the kind to break promises, and I promised you I wouldn't tell. However, I can't see inside your head, and I don't trust them, Herobrine exclaimed. Do you trust me? I wouldn't be taking control of you if I did, Herobrine reasoned, and sent Toothless back for an attack. The group ducked. What's going on? Asked Cupcake. Long story short, Toot's possessed by Herobrine, Ice Cream summarized. Wait, we already told that story. Second wind, Red warned as the group ducked again. How do we stop this? Cupcake asked. The only way to stop her is to stop Herobrine, and we don't know where he is, Red remarked. Ice Cream studied Toothless for a second and noticed two things. One was that she was stopping every now and then, as if she was arguing. The second was the dragon stone on her back. Maybe we don't have to stop Herobrine. She's arguing with him, meaning that he has no control of her mind. And the dragon stone, it links her to Jean, the Ender Dragon. What if Herobrine didn't take control of her directly, but by taking control of Jean? Ice Cream explained. Which would mean that all we would need to do to free her would be to take off the dragon stone, Red mused. The question is, how? We just need to reach her, Ice Cream explained. I know how, Cupcake exclaimed, immediately pulling out some dirt and built a staircase, and she went insane with it. She was placing it down at least 5 blocks per second. Well, you mind telling us what you're doing? Red asked. I'm the smallest here, so I'm going to jump on her back to grab the dragon stone off, Cupcake explained. You know, that actually makes sense, Red remarked. Yeah, I think we need someone big and deft to do that. Deft. And someone who knows combat, because Herobrine isn't going to make this easy. Ice Cream reasoned. I like that better. I'll do it, Red insisted. Are you sure? Ice Cream cautioned. Yep. Besides, I think she and Herobrine are done arguing, Red pointed. Toothless O'Brien was swooping in. Red climbed up to the middle stair, pulled out an ender pearl, and hurled it onto Toothless' mobile back. Toothless wanted to say, get off, but Herobrine said it for her. Get off, you buffoon, Toothless O'Brien yelled. She spun, which spun Red. And before you knew it, Red was plummeting, and quickly. She hit the ground in seconds. Ice Cream stared at the crash site for a minute. Then his eyes got as red as lava again. His frosting started to steam, and he turned around and stared down Toothless O'Brien and lectured, This has gone far enough, Herobrine. Using a teammate to harm another, that's low even for you. If you wanted to get the Dragonstone so badly, you should have taken it while you had the chance. He sprinted to the top stair. Then he jumped on Toothless' back, being careful not to fall. He then ripped out a stone pickaxe and banged it on the Dragonstone. It fell off, and Cupcake caught it. Toothless could feel her mind being released, and it knocked her unconscious as both she and Ice Cream started to descend. They crashed into the ground as hard as Red took hers. Cupcake ended up being the only one conscious, and noticed Toothless' body condensing into the shape of a normal player. Her wings, tails, horns, and talons becoming permanently part of Toothless' skin. Red was the first to revive, being the first to crash. She ran over to where Cupcake was, only to find Toothless' body next to Ice Cream's. Is it bad? Are they going to be okay? Red interrogated. Ice Cream's a tough one. He'll make it. I'm not too sure about Toothless, Cupcake answered. They both waited for a minute or two, then saw Ice Cream stir, and eventually wake up. Toothless, he shouted abruptly. Ice Cream, I don't know that she's okay, Red told him. Of course she's, Ice Cream tried to argue, but then remembered her story, and instead of saying that she was going to be okay, he confessed. Oh no, by ripping out the Dragonstone, we must have let the radiation complete its course through her body. We killed her, Ice Cream sat silent for a moment. Tears rolled down his cheeks. If I could change one thing, I'd change ever taking her through that nether portal. Nobody needed to go but me. I was starting to get feelings for her. Then Cupcake and Red knew that he needed consolation. It didn't bring Toothless back, though. So that is the end of chapter 12. So, guys, that solves all the major cliffhangers for now. But, guys, if you enjoyed this, then please leave a comment down below saying that you did, then like, then subscribe, because that's the order you do it on this channel. And I will see y'all next time. Peace out.